Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Time running out here on the play clock. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the play clock's running down. They go to Elliott again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On second down, Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now he's going to throw it back deep over them. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on off.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And that is no good. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on third and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, he shifts past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is knocked down from the side. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
319.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to it.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Play clock winding down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down throw for Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right around the 26. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Back to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now the Packers get set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7.